Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale episode of this run of Prepared Yourself. I'm back with almost the whole cast. Unfortunately, the Kobolds ate the internet for some of us, so we just, we're wishing Panita the best in the world of the lack of the internet. But the rest of the crew's here to, try to wrap this up and see what chaotic thing they've been tracking through the Southlands. But before we dive any further, let's meet our glorious cast for the day. And you know what? Because this person hasn't gone first, it has to be you, Noir.
Bah! Hi, everybody.
Best reaction I could have asked for.
He did it all in 1 second.
I know.
That was it.
Now you all know my panic sound. Hi, everyone. I'm Noir. Today I'm playing Aerith Abels, our Ranger Drake Warden, who has his best friend in the entire world with him, Sinclair, the dragon.
This is going to be a good day for Sinclair. I can feel it.
Yeah, he got a little banged up last episode, but I tossed him a heal, but he should be okay.
Yeah, he's coming around. He'll be fine. This is the first time y'all have had shenanigans off the hill. Mountain.
Mountain. It's a whole mountain.
It's a whole mountain. Right. Moving right along. We're gonna just ping across to Lynn. Tell us who you are. And who you playing?
Hey, I'm Lynn, Gremlin Art, she, her, and I am playing Delphina, the Dampier rogue / waitress, also she, her.
Man, Delphina is gonna be a long way away from bussing tables today. Shit's gonna go down, man.
You know, some people in restaurants can be quite.
I guess it's true. If you've ever waited tables, you know the truth of the matter. It can be as epic as a final boss battle. Nice. Rudy, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Rudy. My pronouns are he, him. Today I'm playing Royce Tarvault, Bard. And I am, of course, wearing the classic hat worn by all bards in Midgard. Yep, that's it. And this is the badge of the bard, of course, everybody knows. 6-star badge.
I want somebody to go clip every time Rudy intros this hat. It's a character all of itself. In just 4 weeks' time, it's taken over this channel.
Very good.
Very nice, very nice. And last but certainly not least, Cord.
Hello, hi everybody. I'm Cord, or Mythomatic on the internet. I am playing Paul Cristal. He is an amethyst dragonborn who I misread and has made in my mind canon as just a big solid block of amethyst.
Yeah.
And that's that. He is he, him. I am he, him. And he's a barbarian, a wild magic barbarian, which is super fun. And he's also a gym teacher at a middle school arcane seminary. So yeah, that's been fun.
I have to say, one of my favorite things about this cast and this group of PCs is that each one of them have something they do on the side. It's like, I adventure when I need some extra cash or, I don't know, save the universe.
Yeah,
but
we're real.
By day,
we're
I work a basic job.
Exactly.
That's actually really saving the world.
We've got our side hustle.
Yeah,
like we're trying to be as immersive as possible. We know it's a
gig
fantasy
economy.
It's a gig
world.
economy. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, exactly. We need people to realize that our characters have it's a hard world.
It is.
It's even in this fantasy one.
It is a hard world in this fantasy one. And what a great segue. Everybody, I'm your GM. And speaking of hard world, GM dot, I use she, her. And speaking of hard worlds, this one has been met today with, or in this day and age, with a little bit of trouble. This crew is not just any crew, even though they do hold day jobs. But when they're not holding down their day jobs, they are adventuring to stop anomalies that happen in time and space. And they were sent because something had crawled from the crevice of the earth and was not really supposed to be here. And they've been tracking it for the last few days through the deserts of the Southlands. It has led them to sobbing acolytes and open-faced cantinas, to desecrated temples, and most recently to a small town, that seems to be popular for their fighting pits. And they intervene because whatever creature they're hunting seems to be leaving corruption in its wake. and it corrupted the dog moles that were fighting here. And because they're such good adventurers, they felt that instead of just slaying the dog moles, that saving them was the right thing to do. And I think that is a noble choice. And in saving them, one of them was subdued in the form of a rabbit. If I remember correctly, is currently polymorphed. Okay. Into a rabbit in a hat, literally.
Yes, and a cowboy hat.
A cowboy hat. And the other one...
A bard hat.
A bard hat, that's right. And the other one was talked down, am I correct, last week. At the end, it was like talked down out of its anger.
I think I was beating up its owner, and that
it like
it
upset it, or kind of upset, reset everything. And so the fighting pits now evacuated of all the people that were here. You can hear a lot of them trying to seek shelter in town, afraid that something worse may happen. But the two owners of the dog moles that you I can't remember their names because my brain. Hang on.
Old Balf.
That's it. It was Old Balf and the
Because it
woman's
sounds
name
hilarious.
it was ridiculous. Yeah. It was Old Balf and I'm not gonna remember her name. Anyways, it was the kind of oversized dwarf woman.
Yeah, tough lady.
Dwarfish person. Tough lady. I love that. The tough lady. They are. One of you managed to talk her down as well, or at least subdue her to some degree, and stop attacking all of you, because she did not like the fact that you may be taking up arms against her own creature. But the fact of the matter is, you seem to have maybe reign of this pit as we speak, because nobody's here at the moment, except for these two, the dog mole, and of course, the rabbit in a hat. Oh, no. And the y'all the bookie. Somebody knocked the bookie out. His body is also like and there's like gold spilled everywhere. His papers fluttering about in the wind.
He was trying to steal those good people's money.
He was. He definitely was.
He was trying to book it out of them.
Oh, hey, puns, take advantage.
I will, thank you. I will.
So we had jumped in at the moment we saw something was going wrong.
It's true.
And it seems that no one else noticed that something was going wrong, because that's why we started fighting him, right? So I'm going to get in these owners' faces and say, "You fools! How do you not notice the corruption upon your dog moles?" And I point. It had like weird stuff coming out of its mouth.
It was like foaming. You can see it's like. It's in a heel position, right? Like paws in front, Sphinx style, and it's kind of panting. The strange malformation of its like jaws opening up in multiple directions seems to have dissipated. You can see where there's a little like tear in the skin, but it doesn't seem to still be happening. That has kind of been, but you can see it's still kind of panting, trying to come down off whatever was riling it up.
Your dog moles must be cleansed. The entire town must be cleansed.
They are shocked at all of this. The woman, she had a southern accent, didn't she? She goes, I don't know about you, but I wash my dog every day.
No, not that kind of corruption, you fools. And then I'm going to explain it in a way that makes sense religiously, that my character would know, that maybe Rudy don't.
Wait a second. You telling me my dog is bad?
I mean, bad with a capital B, perhaps, as in corrupted by evil forces, but I mean, as an individual, who determines who is good and who is bad? That's something we must all ask ourselves.
You are a very charismatic gentleman. Would you mind rolling me a persuasion check?
Oh, would I ever? 26.
Oh, she goes, all right, say he is bad with a capital B. How to make him good with a big G?
I turn to our cleric, who is not
who is kind
here.
of here in spirit. Yes. Let's see. Let me pull open. at a sheet. I've been given permission by Panita to help the
Yes.
party. So I will be doing no damage, but I will be helping
Thank
the
you,
party
Panita.
because, we need a little bit of love here
Unless
and
we
there.
need help doing damage.
Precisely. Let's see. Well, we'll let Ada roll and a history.
Panina ex machina.
Yes. We'll do. She has
Does she
Arcana
have like
and
I might have
religion. That's what I'm
some
looking for.
spells.
Okay, so a 12. She will walk over, and she does have some options to maybe try to. She can turn it. She can channel divinity.
I have lesser restoration. I mean, that usually applies to
give it a-
physical
yeah, give it a
ailments,
try
but
and see-
I can
and see
cast
what
that as a
happens.
ritual, I believe.
Okay, so it'll take you some time. I would say I'll
Yeah.
give you advantage on all of those since she would be helping you, I imagine,
So-
in that regard. She's not here to do it, but... man, there's some crazy stuff on her character sheet. Okay, so... go ahead and... Yeah, let's see how it does. You
So
start this
that's
ritual.
just a go. I don't actually roll
Yep,
anything
you just...
for lesser restoration.
what is... Give me the... Will you give me the description?
I think
If not,
it's
I can-
only
Yes.
like blindness, poison, or something.
Well, it
like-
says affliction. Or
Oh.
disease or condition afflicting it.
Afflicting it.
So
okay.
you
one condition
Dot,
afflicting.
make the call
Blinded,
if
deaf,
that
paralyzed, or poisoned.
can work in this
Um,
situation.
You know what? Since the both of you are doing it and you're taking time to cast it as a ritual, you start to like lay this ritual out. Now, she's not very happy about all this, but she's kind of put the other gentleman in a headlock and is like, "Watch, just hush," as you do this. I'm guessing the rabbit sits by, watching. Since polymorph lasts for an hour.
You're next, buddy. I say, and I point to the rabbit.
The ear like perks up, and as you all gather round, it takes some time, and evening has already set in. The sun's high in the sky, and you watch as the ritual begins to take hold. We'll call this a poison to some degree, a poison of the mind, maybe the spirit. I'll fudge it, because what you see starting to happen is this black ichor, this like ickiness begins to kind of drain from the orifices of this creature. Very, very slowly. It remains subdued, and as it ekes from its body and kind of drips into the sand, it becomes, it pants less, it becomes less frightened, it becomes more stable as its breath becomes regular.
Aha! For you, I, Rorstalvalt, hero of the people, have cleansed this being of its corruption. Tips appreciated, not necessary, but of course it was appreciated.
They stand
Actually,
up. Yeah, go ahead.
actually, speaking of that, I think we're due a little bit of compensation for that
Oh,
services we
okay.
rendered.
Oh, like what?
Oh, I would say animal wrangling, safety. I mean, you have an investment with these animals, and there is nothing wrong with them, and it could have been much worse. And we even apprehended the money for the gambling. So
She looks over and sees the bookie clearly trying to like run with all the money, and she kind of spits in his direction on the ground, and she says, "All right, fine. You take the money from the bets, all of it. But you got to pay your way through town."
or something that you could help us catch this beast. Anything like that would be extremely helpful, maybe
Y'all
even
keep
more than
talking
money.
about this beast. I ain't never in my whole life seen a beast around these parts.
Big beast, huge and large feet as well.
And I lift one of my feet up and twirl my dragon claws.
Big feet.
I guess that could be a variety of critter, but I ain't never... And as she's kind of talking off in the distance, miles, possibly 50, 60, 70, it rumbles the earth underneath your feet. And she's like, what in the... As a small earthquake quakes, it rises the dust at your feet. Following the force explosion comes a dense black... from this far pillar that rises up into the sky, and crust out like a mushroom, black, even darker than the night sky, and it slowly begins to move over everything. She goes, "Oh, that ain't good."
Not good.
Well, you
Not
said you never
good.
saw the monster, but now you have.
Well, you didn't say the monster was a volcano.
Does
We
it
just
look like
said
a
it was
volcano?
big.
Well, yeah, that there, and she kind of points way off in the distance, out this way, that way where the bookie was like laying. She goes, out there ain't nothing but sand, desert, sun, and probably the biggest volcano
Okay.
in the Southlands.
Okay, no. Okay.
Oh.
So we just wait for that to happen. It's going to hit us and we go, all right.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that volcano has been dormant for generations.
This isn't lava coming out of the volcano, right?
No,
This
you
is
seem
clearly-
you seem very far away. What you're seeing looks to be maybe the ash cloud rising into the sky. It has,
Oh, okay.
right? It has
This wasn't
opened
like-
up.
Icarus corruption coming forth.
No, this seems to be the
Oh,
black
okay.
cloud, and it slowly is like pacing your direction. You can see it's covering the stars. It'll cover for probably hundreds of miles, as most volcanoes do.
Did the tracks show that the creature was heading in the direction of that volcano?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
All right, Sinclair.
Yeah.
Go check.
We got some work to do, buddy.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Like what?
You mind scouting ahead?
Like towards the volcano?
40, 60 miles
Sky.
ahead.
Kind of fly about, see if you can see anything of interest.
How far?
How far are you comfortable?
I imagine I could be to that cloud in like 10 minutes. My comfortability.
Sinclair, my oldest friend here, wear my bardic hat as you go on this journey to give you strength and bravery. It always gives you comfort. So, may it do the
my.
same to you.
I'm a bard.
No,
Look,
no,
Aaron, it's the symbol of a bard.
Symbol of a
That's-
bard just for
that's-
you, my friend. My closest best friend.
oh my
Sinclair,
gosh.
my best friend.
Oh,
Um,
I
Have some
feel
jerky.
So,
I'm going
I
to
feel so
murder you.
inspired, and he takes off into the
Go,
sky,
Sinclair, go!
singing
Nothing
as
can
he
stop you.
flies. Yes.
Nothing and no one can stop you.
I just have my hand on my quiver like, it'd just be one shot. Nobody would know. Nobody would know.
There's witnesses everywhere.
And he kind of takes off that direction. He's going to be gone a bit. It's quite a few miles for him to travel, but at flight, he'll do it much faster than all of you will. Yeah. It begins to rain ash on you.
Perfect.
So, if there's anything that you can help us with fire, I believe it might be a problem, considering it's at the volcano.
That's not my voice. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't do nothing about a volcano. It's supposed to be dead. It don't go no more.
So the town doesn't have any like resources for dealing with the possibility of an eruption. Then is
This
that what I'm
town-
getting from this?
Yeah, absolutely not. Nothing in this area does. I mean, it's why this area is barren. I don't know nothing about history. If any of you do, you could roll.
Oh,
Let's see.
Do I have?
I know something.
Absolutely
I
not.
know nothing.
I'm
Hold on.
trained in it, but I'm bad at it.
Gonna try
12.
it anyway.
Oh, a 12's not bad. I mean, a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
14.
okay. Between the bard and the PE teacher together, y'all rallied that there are many tales across Midgard over many generations about climactic land events, one of which are volcanoes. There aren't very many, and most of them now lay dormant now that the dragons don't rule Midgard. If this has been dormant for that many generations, this town nor anything here is probably prepared for it, and this kind of cataclysmic event will probably clear a large area, which may be why there's a desert here now.
That probably means that if this erupts, there's gonna be like a new mountain.
That
Or
could be your
maybe
mountain.
It could
Yeah,
be
or-
your mountain.
I think I might invest in a new mountain.
Vacation mountain.
I mean,
for when.
Hot mountain.
Volcano is a
Yeah.
step up. Think of the drama of living up there.
I know.
You could die at any moment if it erupts, and then
Yeah,
you'll go
the
out.
Throw your enemies in there.
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet release of death.
Right at the
on
very
your-
top, none
on
the
your
least.
very mountain.
I
Really the perfect
uh,
death for you.
regret to
I
inform
mean,
you all
think about it.
that we are in a desert that could also be the basin of a lava pool. So
Yeah.
we should either move or move the people, because this whole place could fill up with hot,
What-
sticky lava.
Well,
Maybe both, right?
Oh, sticky usually.
I mean, the thing is, I believe that everything that's being caused right now is being caused by our original target. If you just take a look at these tracks here, you can see that the beast that we've been chasing is heading towards the volcano. So maybe if we kill it, the volcano stops.
I like
don't
it.
know.
You know what? Roll an insight there,
Okay.
Aaron. If that is rather astute of you. Let's see. Oh.
22.
Oh,
I
was
have
this
no
dude? I was
Okay,
thinking
as
about
you're
hot
talking
lava.
to yourself out loud, you continue to kind of try to sort the puzzle, Sherlock Holmes style, I guess. You're right. The creature is headed there. It hasn't stopped to kill really anything in its path because
Yeah.
it didn't kill everything that was at the temple. The gnolls
Right.
and the hyenas that followed it did. It has made a beeline for whatever this is. And if this volcano is technically properly dormant or dead, the question is, why now? Yes, why now is this volcano erupting? And remember, you were sent to stop something that shouldn't be happening.
Right. And so, I mean, we could try to stop the corruption from each beast individually, or we could kill the thing that we were sent to stop in the first place.
Yes, I think that's a good idea, but we should move soon.
Oh,
Yes.
Right. Sinclair!
Sinclair, my best friend.
Yes.
I have to turn
off-
around.
Off in the distance, the night is so dark and it's almost like snow, but it's not. It's ash
Yeah.
as it rains down on this desert.
Black snowflakes.
Black snowflakes, basically. Sinclair cuts through it and lands. Hat still intact. You don't know how it stayed on their head, but it did.
Gonna
I mean, he
shoot
goes,
the head
"Oh."
Sure
off.
will.
Yeah. Oh,
Shoot the head off.
okay. Okay. I have good and bad news.
Okay, what's the good news?
Okay. Good news is it hasn't made it to the volcano yet.
Okay. And the
Um,
bad news?
A lot of other things have.
Like
How
what?
many other things?
A few small, strange, corrupted creatures keep tossing themselves in.
Ooh.
Okay. So we need to get there quickly.
It's the old guy who's been in the headlock by Mog. That was her name, Mog. Old Balf, he goes, all right. Follow me. I have something for you. And he kind of
Ooh.
judders off this way. He goes, but turn my dog bowl back into a dog mole.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, diddle-doo, as it poofs from rabbit into this dog mole creature. The last being its two like square front teeth shrink back into like fangs. It kind of looks around. It's no longer foaming either. It seems significantly calmer. Its pupils like aren't like crazy dilated or anything like that. And he runs over and throws his arms around and like snuggles her and gives her lots of kisses and like licks his face really nasty. And he says, "Okay." And he gets up and hobbles away. And he leads you to his very quaint home that is near the stables, or I guess the housing for all these dog moles.
This is very quaint.
Oh, and he says, "It's down here somewhere." And he pulls a hatch up from the bottom. And in there, he's got junk. Like, this is the kind of junk your grandfather keeps. It has literally no value to only him, except to only him. And he's like, oh, and things clatter, and he goes, "Found it!" And he lugs out a carpet. And it poofs with dust onto the ground. It's about
Oh,
3.5. It's rolled right now, but it's about 3.5 foot wide. and it's very, very dusty. He says, I never found much use for it. Couldn't get it to listen. And he says, it's yours. Just get out of town.
Yes, I know immediately what this is. You should evacuate your town as well. I understand there's no government in place, as established last time I asked these kinds of questions, but probably be a good idea to run away so the volcano doesn't overflow and kill everyone.
Yes.
I'll consider it.
Oh,
Get off my lawn! And he kind of kicks all of you and this dusty rug out on the doorstep. Most people are like inside shutting windows. You hear the kind of panics. Yeah, right. They've never been through a volcano. They don't know that.
Yeah.
But in front of you sits this dusty little rug.
Sorry.
Okay. My understanding as a bard who's seen the world
Yes.
is that these things are somewhat intelligent and have moods.
They
that
can
accurate?
there are objects that can hold states, yes, like emotional states or communicate in certain ways. This one right now just looks like a dusty, limp, rolled up rug.
Okay. Hello, friend. Nice to meet you, I say, and I pat it affectionately.
A lot of like sand and dust kind of shake off of it. You can start to see the actual like coloring and dye of the rug itself, a beautiful kind of crimson red with purples and golds. But it does not do anything.
Okay.
You just
So,
get a rug that
No,
doesn't do
it's-
anything.
It's probably magical rug that can fly.
We're in the midst of
Paper
cataclysmic
volcano is
apocalyptic
No,
event.
this
and
will
we're
be good. This will be
talking
worth
to-
it.
coming.
What
Is
wonderful
around.
coloring you have, my friend.
I'm gonna get on
Such
some
crimson
shit.
red with purple and
Can
gold.
you take me?
The
Yeah,
two
you can
camels are
get on.
nearby. They're watching all of you very curiously out of the rights of their eyes. But Royce, you can make an Arcana check if you want. As you're like, Knight,
Oh,
you're so
no.
beautiful.
Okay. Natural 20.
A rug is not a rug until you unroll it.
Oh, yeah. I unfurl it gingerly.
Okay, you
Affectionately.
unfurl it very beautifully, and as
Romantically.
soon as it's
Yes.
flat, it hovers above the
collectively.
ground by about 3.5 inches. Whew. It kind of holds there. You can see it like shakes the dust off, much like a dog would, but then goes back to kind of a level, hovering rug.
Ha! And then I will compliment its beautiful coloring.
It doesn't really react to that. It just hovers there
All right.
at the moment.
I'm going to slowly, as if getting into a hot bath, get on top of it because I don't want to
Yes.
upset it. Because these things have a mind of their own.
Yeah,
which
it
is
stays
fine.
very
I like that.
firm under you. It never like droops or drapes too much. And with a nat 20 Arcana check on that, you would know that magical items that are imbued with a level of sentience still usually require command. That they are they're based around doing what you say or trying to achieve. It's like a Mr. Mises. It's trying to achieve whatever you want it to achieve. It just doesn't disappear back into a box.
Let us move forward slowly, I say.
Nobody else is on it, but it begins like moving very slowly.
Haha, you enjoy your camels. I shall be taking a ride more befitting of one as myself. Wait,
Right.
how
No,
big
we
is it?
would all,
Can everyone
we'll
sit
all
on
Okay.
die if we take
Well-
the camels. You know that, right? We'll all melt.
You want
Our
to fight that
lives
thing
in the
solo,
hot
huh?
wicked
I
lava.
understand.
It's fine, Delphine. You can hop on Sinclair.
Sinclair's like, oh, okay.
You-
Very
you got this,
clearly
buddy.
not even. Okay, I'm good.
Ready? We're about to do your favorite thing. Are you ready? And I'm gonna
No.
cast Long Strider on him.
Oh, I love this part. And he feels like more empowered. Now, you asked if it was big enough for everybody. As it currently stands, like in its form, it is 3.5 by about 4.5 feet. Looks like a basic runner of some kind that a very snooty person may have in their dwellings. But the moment Does anybody try to get on it?
No.
Come, Paul, let us snuggle upon the flying rug.
Alright.
Yeah.
Try it.
You awkwardly
Really
try to
turd.
get it into a tub that's
Yeah.
actually not big enough for the both of you, right? And as you go to
Yeah.
put your foot on it, you watch as the rug like whoop, whoop, it expands to better suit both of you,
Oh, I knew it would do that.
never losing like its
Okay.
structure.
Look
Gotcha.
at that. How many other can we get on here? Delphina, huh? Come on, hop on.
Your choice.
Come on. See how big it gets.
2 and 2, maybe.
2 and 2.
Give more. 2 and 2.
Maybe
we can get- we can- Have us
Oh,
a little
sorry.
like pincer attack or something like that.
Very well, alright.
as soon as 2 and 2 said, we zip off in the direction.
Hell
of-
yeah.
He begins like
Ada.
moving
you
through
sit
the
up here
desert.
with us, Ada. Come on.
Ada gets definitely, I imagine, gets on as it does it like whoop whoops a little bit more to make it easier for 3 people. Again, never losing form. Now it's probably like what, like an 8x8 rug for the 3 of you to like be able to sit crisscross on it. And it's like moving through these streets, following pretty quickly behind the dragon and its your 2 friends in front of you.
Associates.
Yeah, associates.
Co-workers, maybe.
Okay.
And you
Almost
begin
favorite enemy.
Yeah. You begin traveling much faster than on camelback. Obviously, it's never been a problem before with Landstrider, but the camels do not move at very quick pace. And you cut your travel time in half. And this time, nobody has to make a navigation roll because, well,
Hell yeah.
you can very much see which direction you are headed. And as you begin to cross the rest of this desert, it's known as the Sakura Desert, it's vast and made of basically nothing. You can see a large, flat-topped mountain range, right? They don't come to a point. They're kind of plateaued and they're big. It's as if there's a massive cliff that drops off way off in the distance. And smack dab in the middle of this cluster of this landmark is this volcano. You can see it peeking up over top, and it is the genesis point of all of this smoke. It's sputtering lava and other bits of magma, rock, and they're kind of rolling and landing. It looks to be rather treacherous if you get too close. But your tracks, for the first time, let's see if anybody sees it. I'm going to get perception checks. Sinclair can make one too.
Hell yeah.
Perception checks, yeah.
Oh, man. Royce is killing it today. Okay, 14,
Very
12.
perceptive.
Okay, yeah, and
21.
18 and a 21. As you've gotten closer, the raining of ash has gotten denser, and it does make it kind of difficult to see. Plus, it's nighttime, and the moon is now gone. But I would say Aranith and Royce definitely see it. A creature galloping in the distance. At first sight, it looks, at least to Royce, like an oversized tiger. That is the best way I can describe it to you. It looks like somebody just made it big, and it's like galloping across the desert. It is Aranith that sees it has wings. Big
Just
ones.
You see those wings, Sinclair?
Um,
Friend of yours by chance, buddy?
This is not good. If that's what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
Um,
How bad is it?
Well, dragon really just signifies, this day and age, the wings themselves. Sometimes they're attached to all kind of critters. That could be, a felid dragon of a feline, nature.
Oh, any chance we can talk it down, or is this for sure a fight, bud?
Well, if you could catch it.
Okay,
Shit.
all right, let's catch it. I'm just gonna.
Oh, y'all want to try to actually catch it. Love
Yeah.
this. The rug can pick up pace at pretty much whatever you tell it to do. It is a
just
very
follow
cool
them.
creature. It's a very cool creature.
Yeah, how large is this?
From when they pointed out to you, I would say, what does
Ooh.
this say? Yeah, this
Oh,
considered
boy.
it's considered huge.
Wow.
Yeah, this is considered a huge creature. That's why these
Oof.
big paws and it is trailing. And as you all begin to cut the distance between it and you, it turns around and you see its piercing yellow eyes cut through the ash at all of you. Horns now very pertinent on the top of its head. It lets out a growl into the night that sounds like women screaming to death. And it takes flight as it begins flying towards the mountain.
Does it show signs of corruption at all on it?
It does
like
not
the other
show the
animals?
same kinds of
Interesting.
corruption.
Okay.
As if well, I guess at this distance you can't really tell, but from what you can tell, no, it doesn't seem like rabid or that it's like snarling. It seems more bent with purpose. But it seems to be leaving behind it a vast array of corruption.
How far ahead of us would you say that this thing is? Because I'm contemplating doing something that's advanced level stupid.
Okay. I will go with advanced level stupid.
Do it.
Do
Yeah,
it.
I would say it is probably at its flight speed. It's only pacing about 80 feet ahead of you, so I would say at this point 100 feet maybe.
80 feet.
Perfect. I'm going to take out my arrow of grabbing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Papa's going on a ride.
Okay, tell us what the arrow does, because this is one of the magical items I gave you, which is cool.
Yep. So reading it exactly, this arrow has barbed head, and it's wound with a fine but strong thread that unravels as the arrow soars. A creature takes damage from the arrow. The creature must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or take an additional 4d6 damage, and have the arrow lodged in its flesh. A creature grabbed by the arrow can't move farther away from you. At the end of the turn, they have to make another Constitution save or take another 4d6 damage, and dislodging the arrow on a success. I'm basically using it to try and grab on it.
Oh, you want to climb to it, not pull it to you.
If
Yes.
this
Yeah,
doesn't work,
fine.
we'll also have
I
something
Okay.
fundamentally know that there's no way little Aerith with my
Oops, I didn't.
incredible strength score of what I think it's 9. Oh no, 12. Is gonna bring this thing down.
Well, it probably won't bring it down, but you could go ahead if you were so inclined and make a check to see if you can hit it.
Let's do
go.
this.
And are you still sitting on an advantage, or did you use it?
I did not use my advantage.
I guess it depends on how bad you want to be dragged along by this
They're
this
called
strange
dragons.
dragon.
Let's go. I'm gonna use it. Yeah. I don't think I need it.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh! A
Okay.
23
Oh.
for sure hits. This arrow lets out like a pro, cutting through the ash in a spiral motion as it releases this string behind it. You, I imagine, grab hold of this beautiful, it's probably magical in some way, string. It seems very thin, like a twine, but is hardy. As you wrap your hand around, you can feel it tighten down. And it does, in fact, stab it. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, this is just the base damage. It needs to make a Constitution save. And I'm gonna
Okay.
start trying to climb it. And the last thing I say is, "Hey Sinclair, take care of Delphina. And if I don't see you again, buddy, go hang out with dragon friends."
Wait, what? No! As you away, it rolled a 16 for that con save.
That is a failure, so it's gonna take an additional 4d6.
Wow.
Okay, so I will.
That's
Whoa.
oh no, another
Whoa.
20 points
So
of
Fine
damage.
30
roll.
points of damage on this
Fine
thing.
roll.
Let-
Holy.
Holy moly. Okay, that's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I have no regrets. That's right.
As a can I do something as a reaction?
Sure. Yeah, you're basically taking a turn. We're technically out of combat right now, so.
Yeah, we're
Technically.
gonna spark that line real quick before I climb up on it and deal him an additional 1d6 of electricity.
Oh my god,
from
like a
Sinclair.
kite.
Yep. So that's additional 5 points of damage.
These are killer damage
Oh
rolls.
my gosh, yeah, they are. Okay, I Okay, so 5 more from that. Okay, it cries out once more, screaming into the night, as it lifts you off the back of Sinclair, and you hear your dear lifelong mountaintop friend shout after you as it pulls you off, and it is flying fast for this volcano. The closer you get, the more you can feel the heat. What does everybody else do as Aranith takes flight?
Sinclair, get closer. Don't go to it, but just keep me in range. Keep me up with it.
Okay. He's on foot, right?
Nice afterwards.
And he's running as fast as he can. The carpet is keeping pace. As Sinclair picks up, so does the carpet, unless you order it otherwise.
Did you ever plan Powell? I have a plan. What?
Are we killing this?
Oh yeah, I thought we were gonna talk to it. I guess we're not talking to it. I'm so jealous.
Aaron, what are we doing with this?
Can he hear us? Can Aaron hear
I'm
us?
screaming, hopefully.
Make a perception check, Aranith, as you take off in the sky. Ash is like pattering across your face.
What a way to get to the sweet release of death.
I think.
No, I cannot hear anybody.
No, you definitely do not. All you can hear is this like of these gigantic wings as it carries you ever closer towards the volcano, which now is like sputtering and busting open.
Yeah. Let's push it. Yeah.
Royce, if we perish here, write a song, but don't put anything that will embarrass us if we die.
I mean, if I'm okay, definitely won't embarrass some of us if we die.
Are they trying to ride it or kill it?
I would like to ride it personally. I'm pretty jealous right now. So I'm gonna push the magic carpet as fast as it will go and try and go over the dragon and then jump down on top of the dragon's back.
Okay, you're gonna go up. Okay. So you order this magic carpet, which doesn't have a name yet. I imagine will before it's over with. It begins to rise. It takes to a steep incline.
On its turn, it has to make another Constitution save.
Right. I need you. You wanted to climb on its back. You have to climb this string. So I need you to actually make an athletics check. You're hanging on, right? But I need you to make an athletics hit if you want to ascend to this twine.
Can I use that in
Can I use that inspiration
now?
You sure can.
Oh boy. There we go.
Okay, yeah. You begin to slowly pull your body weight up this tiny twine as you are about I'd say halfway there to actually mounting the creature. From here you can see its tail is furry tail whipping in the wind behind it. Yeah, very nice. The rug has no problem taking the incline. It's going to take a moment, probably another turn for it to catch up. Is there anything anybody wants to do as it ascends? Because Sinclair cannot ascend with you on its back.
How far is it away from us at the closest?
Yeah, about 80 feet, right? You said?
At this point, it's probably closer to 60 feet. You're basically, it's now carrying weight and you've been gaining on it.
I would like to, I think because we're on the rug, I think Paul sort of cranes his head downward and he flexes his back and shards of amethyst peel off, and then in a not being held up by gravity but of magic, they sort of float there, and as they do, they start to then lift the entire body of Paul up and off of the rug, as I'm going to use gem flight, and these shards of amethyst are going to act as wings here, as I'm going to then dash, which is then going to double my movement towards this creature, which will be 80 feet, and then I am a charger, which means I can then, as a bonus action, attack it or push it.
Nice. Yeah, they kind of you all hear that clicking of the crystal as they come together to make these wings, and Powell lifts off. The rug accommodates for now only 2 of you on it.
Oh.
I'll also give you this, Royce, because that was a nat 20. Like, there's nothing you don't know about this rug. You know that magic carpets don't just fly, that they can also alter their state to everything from shelter to bridges to you name it. What you don't know is how far you can actually, how far it can bend itself to do those things.
They don't
but
you
know
it
can
fly. They alter the world around it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you need a tent. Boop, boop,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Right, tent.
Neat.
So it's a pretty cool item. Definitely hidden away in somebody's basement for far too long. So it's very happy to be free. So just keep that in mind as long as you give it the command. But it shrinks down now to more like a 6 foot by 6 foot rug, as you know, our dear amethyst dragon grows amethyst wings and takes flight.
These large shards of amethyst are just sort of like hovering near it, as it like doesn't really attach, but it sort of gives some sort of silhouette of wings. They don't really flap, as they just sort of hover there, but also give me flight as magic happens. And speaking of the magic happening, I'm going to make an attack.
Great, yes, please, by all means. You can see that Aranith is slowly ascending the twine that's like connected. It basically stuck through its back leg. The arrow did, and he's pulling up from there. And every time he does, you can see the creature like give a little bit.
I think I actually want to, instead of attack it with like my hands and stuff, I want to charge it, but I want to use my attack. Use my bonus action to make one melee weapon attack. Never mind. So I have to use melee weapon. Okay. Yeah, I will take out one of my hand axes and try to dig into its back and try to catch onto it.
Yeah. I'd say you're probably close enough, Aaron, if you see him fly past you with these crystalline wings. A 15 is not enough. And as you come down...
it's a 20.
Oh, that is enough.
5 bonus to charging.
That's right. Yes, that is enough, for sure. Yeah, you soar through the air and hack right into its side.
And so that's a total of 14 as I stick...
14 points. Again, the axe comes in. It doesn't stop it from flying. You're now basically hanging by the axe, stuck in its side meat.
Sweet. And I try to grab on with like my other hand, and like the crystalline wings are still trying to like keep me afloat with this as well, trying to keep us both flying, but I'm trying to grab and climb onto this
thing.
And
it's struggling. It's now wavering. I would say you are right underneath it, keeping pace with it.
I don't want this thing to fall out of the sky just yet, so I think like my wings and its wings are going to work in chorus to try to
keep it on path. So Delphina, you see you're right underneath it, keeping pace, headed towards the volcano. Royce, you're almost there. In the air, I'm going to say it's probably 50 feet or so. It's descended because it's now carrying weight and some other stuff. It doesn't look like it's crashing. It just can't keep up all the weight. It's about 50 feet above you. You can feel its wings every time it flaps, like push the sand and ash away.
Sinclair, how high can he jump?
Dragons aren't really known for jumping, but I can sure try.
Buddy.
I can sure try. Maybe Aranith can roll an athletics check for me, or an acrobatics, which might ever be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna see about a buddy.
And you can do it with advantage because I have wings. I may not be able to fly, but like with somebody on me. But yeah, I can give it a little oomph.
All right, here we go. We're gonna roll that athletics. Sinclair, surprising no one, is much stronger than me, so we have to add 2 to this roll.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Wait, with advantage because he has wings.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
I failed you.
Roll it.
Oh, it's even worse.
So the 7 and 2 makes a 9, and it's like one of those TikTok videos where the short-legged cats like attempt to jump on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
He's like running pace. He goes, he does not get very far.
If he in his mid jump, I'm gonna try and jump.
Okay, you're gonna ping off of him. Okay, he gets about 10 feet in the air. Right.
Okay.
That'll cut some of the distance for you. Also make an athletics or acrobatics check, I think, for this.
All right, let's do this.
Okay,
17.
yeah,
Oh, hell
yeah,
yeah.
you ping off of his really poorly done jump. It's just enough of a boost for you to get right underneath it. What are you trying to do? Because you're going to fall back down unless you have a plan.
I am going to. Okay, so what? So she like springs up at the height, and then at like the top of the arc, she will misty step 30 feet.
Oh!
That's
That's
what I'm talking about.
bitchin'! And you misty step to its back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we see the jump, and right at the apex, right onto the creature's back. That's brilliant. Chat is right. And you find yourself on the back of this creature. It's very furry, definitely feline and of a tiger, and it like lets out a growl as you. It feels you like on the width of its back. To your left is hanging Paul from an axe driven into its side, and just below you, almost there, is Aranith. Might need a hand to crawl on board.
Yeah.
Now,
That was
Royce,
sick.
Royce, you have caught up to the party. You're basically on an incline parallel to Aranith, kind of right at its hindquarters, we'll say, off to the right-hand side.
I'm gonna try and leap on to this fuzzy dragon. It is a tiger. Dragon.
As you stand to make a leap, the carpet bridges
Oh,
over
well,
to
in that
it.
case, I'm gonna saunter on over, trying to make eye contact with Aaron the entire time.
As you saunter over, the rug kind of shrinks behind you like a magical thing, and it manages to keep pace somehow, and it bridges right next to Delphina. Aranith, you are at its hindquarters. The tail's like kind of whapping you in the face. Does anybody help Aranith?
I'm gonna reach my hand out to help Aaron get up onto the tiger.
You gotta be shitting yourself. You gotta be kidding if you think I'm gonna take that. I just climbed the rest of the way myself.
Okay.
You like maybe pat it out of the way. A little upset they made it there before you, but you climb on board. This creature is now dropping. It can't hold the 50 feet height. It's getting much closer to the sand. And you every time it flaps its wings, you can feel the sand kick up. I would say it's actually Paul who is helping keep its balance at this point as it wavers through the air. You're very close to the volcano now. The heat is extreme. A lot of the ground around here has been destroyed by pits of magma where like large rocks fell and like broke open. And I'm going to say it's Paul because you're closest to the ground. If you look down, you'll see there are like hyenas and jackals and a couple other strange creatures which are at a full-on run for the volcano. Are you going to let it get all the way? What's the plan, everybody? Are you trying to stop it? Because if so, we will go into a full initiative this time.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna. Hey,
Okay.
parlay, tiger dragon, parlay. Let's talk. Hello.
Does it respond to you is the real question. Probably not. You can make anybody speak with, I guess it is neutral. Somebody, you can make an animal handling check. It doesn't speak, it does speak common. I lied to you. Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Ho.
This is probably a bad time to mention it, but
25.
Oh my
it
god.
does need to make another Constitution check.
Oh yeah, right, because it's still, yes, it will do that right now. Con save. 29.
Okay. There we go.
Damn.
So I believe it takes the damage, but the arrow is now out of it, which is
Okay.
perfect timing.
Yes, it is perfect timing. Its body actually spits it back out. Roll the damage for me real quick.
So
Oh my
that's just
God.
an additional 15.
Okay, another 15 points of damage. It's wavering. Paul's still got the axe in its side, and you're wanting to talk to it, but it does answer you in kind of a deep growl. It says
Growl.
Growl. Yes, it says to you. I know not words of parley.
Okay. I stab with my rapier.
Oh, you okay, great.
Now we tried.
Yeah.
Yes, it's basically a who disturbs my
If you want
slumber.
us to- yeah, if you
It
want to
does
roll
look
it.
like it will
Good.
talk to you. As you go to stab it, I'll give you this. It says, I
Wait,
do
does
not
that
know
mean
this
he
word of
doesn't know
parlay.
the definition of the word parlay? Because then I feel
That's
bad.
That's
that was
kind
what
of
I
the
was
vibe you get, or that
I meant,
he doesn't deal in parlays, maybe. But
Oh,
it
okay.
has
He's been
not.
shaking his head the whole time.
Note, it has not attacked you. It seems less interested in trying to kill you all and way more interested in getting to the volcano.
Okay, yeah, that's
Oh.
true.
It doesn't seem corrupt, right? And it doesn't show signs of corruption. Ooh, maybe we're attacking a friendly.
This
creature.
creature, probably not. This creature is definitely headed with all the other creatures to sacrifice itself.
Oh, okay.
And all of you are currently
It
on
wants,
board.
yeah. It wants
Perfect.
to.
We're helping.
Yes. It says, I have a single purpose. I must strengthen the fire. As it kind of growls and roars out into the night.
Can I make an
like
insight or arcana check to see if this creature is like the dog moles has been taken over by corruption?
By
I know
something?
you-
Yeah, I would take an arcana check. A nature check, too, because it is a beast of the wild, a neutral beast of the wild, technically. I don't know how much you know of that, but...
I'm bad at all these. I'm going to go with the old arcana.
Okay.
An 8. Big old 8.
You don't know much about these creatures. This is very clearly a mythical one, and if this is what you were tracking that crawled up out of the depths of the earth, or some dark crevice, more than likely it came into being a little wrong anyways. And it doesn't seem like the thing that is happening, or the thing that was not supposed to happen in this world was just the emergence of this creature, but potentially the reactivation of the volcano. Ooh, that's hard to say. The reactivation of the volcano.
Reactivation.
Every time another critter jumps in, the volcano bubbles more, spews a little bit more. And it simply says, as you maybe go to still stab it, it is time for the demon lord Alcikaya to rise.
Yeah, I'm going to stab it.
Anybody that
no.
wants to roll on that front, I'll roll a religion for our dear friend, who's not with us. They seem to
will.
maybe
What
be the specialist in this, but a religion or a history check for that name.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just a 3.
A 3. It sounds like an ancient name of a demon lord. You know what a demon lord is? That sounds bad.
Not good.
But it is, oh wait, did that character sheet not roll? Oh, I did. It rolled a 14 religion, a 14 history. Okay. From a religion standpoint, Ada will yell out to all of you, that a demon lord has to be brought forth by a series of actions, right? Like a ritual or some kind of a calling, spell, and that name has origins in like fire deities and fire goddesses, but at a 14 history, the only thing you would know, maybe you read about it in a school book or an appendix somewhere way back when, it is said that this demon lord is made of fire and magma, that their existence will basically be brought about by the birth of a volcano. She's actually known as the Screeching Mother of Volcanoes. Her lair is oftentimes a volcano, but this goddess has not been seen, goddess as those that worship her call her, in a very, very long time. And it looks like the sacrifice of all of these creatures is bringing about possibly her rise from this volcano. They're bringing her back. I'll show you this just so you know what they're trying to raise.
Ooh.
It doesn't
no.
seem like they have enough power yet to make that happen. Right? The ritual is not done, basically, so you still have a chance to stop it. But a creature as large and powerful as the one that you are riding might just be enough to tip it.
Oof.
Perfect.
Stab.
Alright.
Stab.
Okay, great. We'll roll into a proper initiative on all
Right.
attached, except for... Yes, there are 2 companions, I guess. We'll count the rug as a companion for now.
Hooray.
Because you can command it to take an action. So everybody roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I am naming the rug Gorf, which of course means rug in Dwarven.
Love that. Great name for the rug.
I knew that.
It approves. Wow, these are really good initiative rolls.
Where is my Initiative. Why am I having
That's.
Oh boy.
I will give it to the player,
Oh.
but yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
Damn.
Here we go.
The high.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull you all into the volcano map. It is a huge map, so just
Yes.
be prepared for that. You'll all be
Yes.
flying in from the northwestern most corner, headed south. Let's see.
Just
I
zoom
need
out all
to
the way.
remove
Let's
fog
see.
of war for you so you can
Oh, no,
actually
not the way.
see
Oh, boy.
these. Oh, yes, reveal areas. Reveal areas. Here we go. Can I? Yes. Yes. Here we go.
Yep, there's me.
Boop. There we go. So the creature is flying in from over here. You're all attached to it. You will see as you crest near the top of it. There are, like I said, a lot of small creatures like pouring themselves in, so forth and so on. And there is a strange scorpion-like creature. Did I drag it? There's a strange scorpion-like creature. He's way too big. Way too big. Made of magma that is like standing out on this pillar, which is actually down, right? There's like a lip down into the level of magma or lava in the volcano. And it's beckoning the creatures to like dump itself. This thing, just so that you can see it better, it's literally a magma scorpion. That's the best way I could describe it to you.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like The Rock in the film.
Yes, that's exactly
The
what it's
Mummy
like.
2,
Yes.
The Scorpion King. Or
Yes.
Mummy 2, I don't know.
Yes, the Scorpion King. Yes, it's just like that. He's kind of a beefy character. He doesn't seem at all interested in fighting. He doesn't even have a weapon. It's just standing there. Possibly have risen himself, or possibly the final sacrifice. You don't entirely know. As it sits there and beckons. Okay. Let's hit this initiative. 25 is rolled by both the creature and by Aranith. Aranith, you will get first turn.
all right.
Because I always give it to the player.
So Aranith is going to pull out another special arrow and a regular arrow and just notch them both at the same time.
Sick.
Sweet.
And fire. This is for the first one. And with this arrow, I get an additional +1 to whatever I roll.
Okay, perfect.
So that's going to be 23.
Yes, okay.
So
That
the arrow
hits.
I just used is called the Bullseye Arrow. This arrow has a bright red fletching. You gain a +1 to attack rolls made with this arrow. On a hit, the arrow deals no damage, but it paints a magical red dot on the target for 1 minute. While the dot lasts, the target takes an additional 1d4 damage of the weapon's type from any ranged attacks that hits it. In addition, ranged weapon attacks against the target score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Woo! Okay. You have to remind me of the 19. Do not let me forget that in case you accidentally roll it.
Gotcha. Well,
yeah.
here comes the second shot.
Great. Yeah, the first one definitely hits.
And how
Does-
about that? How about a crit?
Crit! Damn, you're just nailing this thing with arrows. Okay. I mean, you're on its back, so maybe you're just lobbing them into it or into its wings. Wherever you'd like. Tell me. Show me what kind of damage you deal. That's ridiculous.
So Aerith he pulls out the 2 arrows, does a bit of a flip, hits with the red arrow, and right where the red dot is, he hits it dead center, looks at Royce and goes, and then the damage goes through. And when he lands, he tells Sinclair to light it up, and that's going to add some lightning damage to it as well.
Okay. Are you gonna do lightning while they're on this creature? Because you're all on its back.
You know what? I mean, I would be in the air, so it's just you guys.
Do it. You need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Do what needs to be done.
Yeah, we have to do what's got to be done. So, so you will. Well, I was gonna.
All right. So
alter
this is in 1d6.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. It's only a point.
That is a total of 14 damage total.
14 damage total to this creature. Is that with the critical damage?
I just double damage.
You just double damaged it. Okay, perfect. Great.
Yeah.
What I needed to hear. So
it's 2 points of damage. I like most of you.
You all get a little bit of a shock. It's not too bad. It's just like a little shock as the creature zaps and takes 2 arrows to the back. It continues to waver as it comes up the mountain. It's moving. You have to understand, this is a lot of space between here and there. Each one of these squares is about 50 feet, give or take.
Oh boy.
So you can see he's not quite to the point of like diving into the lava, if that makes sense. Plus he's got to go up and over the lip. So he's slowly climbing. It is its turn. Being on its back. Oh, yes.
Real quick, for my bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
Because I forgot to do it because I always forget.
How dare you?
Hunter's Mark.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, that's not helpful because all of you are on its back. Okay. It doesn't like any of this. It is going to do 2 things. One of them is really gross. But it will risk itself. It will risk itself. Okay. The first thing it's going to do is let out another roar. This time it is louder and more piercing than before. I'm going to have everybody make a Constitution saving throw that can hear it. So the rug doesn't have to make one. Has no ears.
DC 18.
That's
Yeah.
a 6.
Oh, okay. Powell makes it. Aranith does not.
I don't.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a nat 20 from Delphina.
Ooh.
And you did not either, Royce. So, those of you that failed will go deaf for the next minute. You can repeat it again at the end of your turn to try to be undeaf. So right now, I think the only people that can't hear are Aranith and Royce in the party.
Oh, hold on. There's one other person that.
Oh,
needs to
yes, let
roll.
us not forget.
For Sinclair's turn, can I just have him start eating the creatures that are jumping off to try?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I have a fun idea for this because they're like small, strange creatures. So let's see if it's deaf first. If he's deafened, so let's roll his con save, and then I have a special thing for.
Dope. All right, here we go. Here we go, buddy. So it's going to be this roll plus 5.
Okay. Okay.
So 16 would still
16.
fail.
It still fails. He too goes deaf, but he hears your order just as the sound goes out, and that pressure, like on a plane, happens, and you can't hear quite as well. And you see a glisten in his eyes. I'm gonna have you roll a d4. This is how many creatures he can gobble up every time he swoops down. Okay, this time you see he targets 3 of the tiniest little creatures, like a rat, a rabbit, but all of them seem, and a fox, they're all wrong in certain ways. As they go to dive, he swoops in and catches them midair before they hit the lava, and catches 3 of them this time around. This creature down here, though you may not be able to hear it, lets out a no as it watches these creatures be consumed before they hit the magma. We move right along to, the dragon, right. Okay, so that was one thing it can do. The next thing it's going to do is really gross. Is really, really gross. And it may actually kill it. And then you'll have to contend with falling. Let's see how this goes.
Yay.
Okay. It is going to do a barrel roll. It's going to roll to try to get you all off. So I'm going to have all of you. That's its movement action. And right before it does it, you watch it open its mouth, and you think it's going to roar again, but it doesn't. Instead, it coughs up partially digested food and slime bile in a 90-foot cone, and instead is going to barrel roll and then fly right through the falling bile.
Yeah, nice.
Bile shower, my least favorite kind of shower.
Yes, it's a bile shower. Yeah. Oh, yes. This is. Oh, okay. So let's start with either the acrobatics check, which means you're going to run its body as it barrel rolls, or an athletics check to hang on to it. So whichever you prefer.
We will be
I have
hanging
a
on.
a very silly question.
Mm-hmm.
This wouldn't invoke an attack of opportunity, would it? If I choose not to make the acrobatics or athletics check with this,
yes, if you choose not to hang on, and potentially take the fall. 1, you will not go through the bile, and 2, you can take an attack of opportunity.
How far is it again? 50 feet?
Earned my inspiration.
Yeah, you're about 50 feet in the air.
Oh, phew.
Nice.
That's amazing. A 31 acrobatics.
Like 1d6
okay.
for every 10 feet.
I am going to take my attack. I am going to grab my last arrow of grabbing.
Okay, yeah, your last trick arrow comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I am going to make this a sharpshooter shot.
Okay. What is your plan?
Instead, I'm just gonna, as he does the barrel roll, I'm just gonna let it fling me off.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot the arrow
Yes.
and grab hold of it again.
Yeah,
Sick.
you're falling, and there's that slow motion moment as you let the arrow go. Take the shot.
Pulling a Hawkeye. Here we
You're
go.
in the air.
Do
You're
it.
Nice.
flying. It's getting away. You draw
Oh, that hits.
27.
Damn.
That is actually only a 22. I did make this a sharpshooter shot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Still
Good
22 hits.
22.
Okay.
You
so-
need an 18, and 18 is the AC.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, here's the weapon damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 20 points of damage because of sharpshooter.
Okay.
And it also needs to make a Constitution save because of the arrow.
Of course it does. Of course it does. An 18.
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats
Nice.
it. Just barely. And you see it kind of waver a little bit as you begin to fall.
Yep.
You're gonna fall
I too
for
would
a
like
bit.
to fall.
Okay, you choose to fall as well.
See it vomit up that bile
Uh-huh.
and see us going towards that bile, and I think, no, I don't want this to touch me. I do not want to be touched by this bile.
Okay.
So I will stab it with my rapier and then just fall gracefully to the earth.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, nice.
I forgot to add one more point of damage because of the bullseye arrow.
Oh, right, duh. Okay, yes. Another one. Okay. Y'all have done a lot of damage to this creature in a way I did not expect.
Thought this was the
Yeah.
boss.
I
I'm just
was like,
gonna
oh, this is fine.
stab on my way down.
Great.
Um,
Make an attack
see.
of opportunity
26.
on it. Oh, yeah, that hits. Y'all are killing these rolls.
For 7 piercing damage.
As a
Okay.
pusher, I should not
Yes.
be pushing these people into the lava. what a predicament I'm in.
The irony.
You all
Yeah.
begin to fall. It has moved a little bit. It's like here-ish now, right on the cusp of dropping down into the magma.
That's fair.
Yeah, little chomp.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta
Fair.
offer your players a negotiation. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you choose? Now, there was a nat 20 on the acrobatics. Delphina, you walk on this thing like a clown on a ball in a circus, like just
Yeah.
right over it, just
like a barrel in the river.
Exactly.
Stage training has come in handy.
Like, it's super come in handy. And you,
Yeah.
as it barrel rolls and passes through the bile, I will need you to make a con save. Each creature there. Yes, you need to make a con save. It's a very high one. Yeah.
Perfect.
I also
Great.
forgot an additional 3 damage from Hunter's Mark.
Ah,
Oh yeah, let me do that too. God, you're doing so much damage to this thing.
that's about it.
You
Okay.
range
Well, that's good I
rogue,
can do.
you.
That is about as good as it can get. Okay. This is gonna hurt. I just want you to know that in advance, Delphina.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna
And me.
I cannot believe this is this attack. I've never rolled this many d6 at once. Oh, nope, that did not work.
Ever?
Ever. I've never rolled this many d6 as a damage roll before.
Whoa!
That's 20.
Jesus!
I'm happy we
Because
chose to fall.
You almost got the
Oh.
con save. Because you almost got the con save, I'm going to give
Oh.
you the average, which is 70 instead of 71. The creature's immune to... Okay, yep. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. On a success, the creature takes half as much. While coated in the bile, you are considered poisoned. I don't know if it matters. You are flat of its back. How's Delphina feeling?
Is this important question? Is this an attack?
This is part of its attack. Yes, it's part of its
Ow.
attack turn.
I am going to
Okay.
I am going to use my reaction to uncanny dodge this thing. Maybe get behind like a wing.
Yeah, try to dodge
get
as much
behind
of
my
the
wing.
bile as possible. Yes,
oh,
yes.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, use my
I'll
wing
get
as a shield.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I also want to say
Ooh.
we had a athletics check. You hang on, but barely. You needed a 12 as it rolled. So you managed to hang on as it rights itself, but you two will also take the 70 points of damage. I need you to make a con save first there, to see if
The
that
9?
happens. Oh, you rolled the 9. Yes.
Yeah.
Both of you take the 70. Okay.
Yep.
It is an attack,
Wow.
so anything you can do to mitigate some of the damage, let me know.
Yeah. Half it, half that.
That's right. We're gonna
That would have
say
100%.
Ada drops. The carpet catches her.
Oh, that's what I should have done.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's
well.
coming for you too. Don't worry about
Oh, good.
it. You're next on its list. I just needed to figure out what to do with her character.
Garf.
Yep. Let's see. Initiative order of your choosing. I
Oh.
want to see how she might.
Gotta
be
trust
able
those
to-
ranger instincts. I'm like, I don't want to stay on this this flipping thing. No
creature.
way.
It's headed into that lava. Okay. What does this do? Okay. Yes. Okay. This is perfect. Is anybody down?
No.
No.
Oh, really? I'm impressed, everybody. I'm really, really impressed.
Very
okay.
close.
Okay, very close, but not there yet.
You're
Love
still very
this.
close, even with the dodge. Or you take half.
I took half, yeah. Like,
Oh.
he doesn't have a lot of hit points, I'll tell you.
So I'll tell you
I
this:
can tell.
Ada is gonna cast Cure Wounds for you as she falls and this thing catches her. Since she has, I don't know, some spell slots, and it seems like the nice thing to do.
It is the
There
nice thing.
is
13.
some additional, so 13 points total. She may get to
Oh,
another one of
sweet.
you on the next round, so you can take 13 points back of that. It really thought this was going to do it because here's the thing: it also takes its damage unless it can make its con save against its own bile.
Ooh.
Oh
It-
yeah, of
it
course
was
it
that,
does.
that was
It's
like
just
it's
greatest,
gonna
yeah.
it's gonna have
Yep.
to check on this. So let me roll its con.
Well, the thing
save.
wants to dive into the magma, so if it's gonna
Okay.
spray
Oh my
and
God,
burn and then
It
dive into the
did
magma.
succeed.
That's a crazy con.
Right, it basically was like, screw it, I'm dying anyways. Like, who cares? So
yeah,
it
wow.
will take half as much of the 70, so it takes 35 points of its own bile damage.
Move.
But y'all ain't never seen that from a GM. As
This is
you watch as
this
this
is-
poisonous bile falls to the ground and sizzles on the hot ground below and into the magma. It is
Creating
still
even more porous
flying.
rocks.
It's still flying, but its turn is over.
Mhm.
Delphina, it is your turn. You are
yeah.
solidly on its back. It did not lose you.
remember that didn't happen. That never happened. Looking at
I will sing
Roy.
about this, I say as
His
I
voice
fall.
is like falling. Yes.
I will sing about my
She's like-
daring escape. Ah.
Like, okay, thing can't go. Okay, it needs to come down. No crater. Raoul's on this thing with me, right?
Oh.
Paul is.
Raoul, yeah. Paul, yeah.
Yes, I am.
It's like, I'm sorry, we need to get this thing down. It's gonna get even grosser for a second. I'm sorry. She'll take out her blood amulet and just like smash it on this thing's back.
Oh, okay. Tell me what this amulet does.
Oh boy, it is the blood pearl.
Oh my, that's the one I gave you, right?
Summons a blood elemental.
Okay. Blood elementals are based on the water elemental. I know this because I actually
Uh-huh.
have a blood elemental ready for you to go in this model right
This
now.
is just a blood creature.
I used one of these recently in Spellwind.
Yes, they're very good. I'm going to make this available as a character sheet because this is a very powerful creature. You have summoned.
They're pretty good.
In case anybody wants to know, it is basically a water elemental but made of
Coagulated blood.
Of coagulated blood. So it's there now as well. And I'm going to see if I can make this available to you up here. Nope.
Is it flying with us? It's not
Yes.
riding.
It's on-
Yes.
It's riding the thing with us, I think.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's going to
gosh.
actually like populate in front of you where this thing was crushed. Oh, let me just give this to I don't know, you, so you can use it and edit it. Can be edited and controlled by Lynn. There you go. A water elemental should pop up for you.
Excellent. All right. let's see.
Perfect. Love it. Well
There you
done,
go.
Delphina. It's gonna go on your turn, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it its action as it manifests in front of you. Now raining blood
Mhm.
down, it's sizzling on the hot stone beneath you.
Keep in mind, if it has
Okay.
any ranged attacks, it crits on a 19.
Oh,
That's right.
Okay, it has two things, or three things it does. It makes two slam attacks. So it'll just like gripping on thing, just like smashing it like
Yep.
blood. All right, so this is gonna be +6 for the first one.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me see.
I might be able to click the sheet. I don't know.
15.
Does not hit.
Second one. All right, let's see. No, it doesn't. Yeah. 6. There you go. 21.
Okay, that hits.
+3.
It's just falling, going, that's gross.
Yeah. So
15.
15 points of damage. The first smash doesn't do much. The second time around, it brings this massive crimson fist down into its back, and as it does, it loses a little air. You get that feeling of like missing the bottom step as all of you look, ooh, and it starts to lose altitude right before it hits the cusp of this crater, sort of volcano. Nicely done. Anything else, Delphina?
Yeah, it has to make a con save. It's probably gonna make it, but we'll see.
Yeah, it has a ridiculous con save, everybody.
Yeah.
An 18.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep, made it. All right.
It succeeds on that. And it does become Powell's turn. This creature, like, manifests in front of you. You're hanging on for dear life. There's been some bile. How you feeling?
Okay, so I think Paul, he's helping guide this thing as it flies. He has an axe buried into its back. The thing screams like a biling cloud in front and flies through it. And I think it sprays onto Paul, and he screams, and he goes into rage. And he has wild surge. So at level 3,
Nice.
I surge into a weird rage. I rolled a 6. Until my rage ends, I'm surrounded by multicolored protective lights, me and people near me within 10 feet of me. So I have a 10-foot aura that gives everybody a +1 AC. So I guess like as we crest over the hill, the light from the magma starts to then go inside and prismatic and like start to shine. And I think you start to see like god rays of different multicolors dance and twinkle around Paul as he goes into rage.
Okay.
This thing is still moving. Or this thing's still flying toward?
It is trying really hard, but every chance it gets is being taken down a notch. But yes, it is moving forward.
I think reckless attack into it. Because I just haven't. And
Love
reckless attack does, because I'm very hurt. We're close to the ground.
Where you're right now, you probably dropped about 10 feet so about 40 feet from the kind of hot rocky area that's up high, and then this is like a deep 80-foot dive down right into the lava itself because it crests in.
I would like to leap off of it, much kind of like a cat would. So I scream and I leap off of it, jumping forward in front of it. My wings are still out. I want to use the momentum to go in front of it and then use my breath weapon back at it, which is force damage. So
cool.
In response, I'm going to use my breath weapon as well. And then try to stop it in its momentum with my breath weapon.
Love this. Love this so much.
So Charger doesn't make any sense. So it's a dexterity save of 12.
Okay, let's see how it does. Dex save is not its best. 15?
Okay, it does beat it. But on a successful save, it takes half. So you take 5 rounded down, right? So 5 force damage, and I don't know if you're pushed.
I'm gonna say since you're in the air, it's at least halted, right? Like it has to at least like fight the force a little bit.
Yep.
So it doesn't. We'll say on its next turn, it doesn't move forward. Its flight speed.
Cool. Yeah, and I want to leap in front of it, and then breath weapon back.
Yeah, love it. And I would say because of its
We'll
head
halt it.
and wings and such, Delphina and maybe the crimson creature like spatters a little blood on you some from like the force, but
Yeah.
it doesn't knock either of you from its back.
Yeah, I'll take a drink. I'll take a drink in a little bit too.
Yeah,
I'll drink
yeah,
to that.
Right here.
just like rain in the air, no big deal. A little ashen blood never hurt anybody.
And
nice.
are
Extra flavor.
potions bonus action or full action?
I
think
usually
it'll be
count
bonus.
them. It kind of depends how you want to use it. You're falling, so
I'm
I would
flying.
give you the.
I wouldn't. It would be really hard to do.
It would be really
Yeah,
hard to do it. Yeah, it would definitely take at least an additional action probably to
Okay.
fully take it.
Yeah, I think if I've done a lot this round, I feel like it would be a little crazy if I was like, and then I heal. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Don't fret, you may get some fun healing on the way. Nice, Royce.
that's my turn.
You are mid-fall.
I am mid-fall. Seeing the thorough thrashing my companions have given this creature, I feel confident that I might be able to sleep it, especially since
Oh,
Powell halted it. So I will cast sleep at a 3rd level,
okay,
which gives me a bunch more dice.
nice.
and,
And it's the
so I'm
only
trying to-
enemy.
Meet its health here with a
Yeah.
sorry, excuse me, 44.
A
Sorry, that was my-
44
that
was
does
that noise? I don't know.
not meet. Does
Yeah,
not meet
bummer.
what's left on its health.
All right.
It gets a little like you can tell it starts to fall under it, and then it shakes itself free,
Yeah. And then
And-
down I
yeah.
go.
and you begin to fall, and the magic carpet swoops under you, Ada on board, as it makes space and it catches you before you hit the hot rocky bottom.
Corfu hero. But then also I'm going to turn to did Arinth hit the ground, or Arinth is also mid-fall, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll get
I'm
there.
gonna say
He has a friend for that.
kill the monster, and I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration, which is a D8 bonus on your next attack.
Okay, nice, smart.
Do I get the benefit of that since I'm deaf?
Ooh, good
Oh,
question.
you are.
No,
You do not. You're right because you are
I'm deaf too. So
Um,
it sounds very off. key.
Yeah, there's a
Tone
little
deaf.
bit of a tone deaf jingle that rings out through the hot air, but you can't quite make it out. His mouth just words.
Good call.
But
I
everybody
think
else.
Aerith is just
can.
Oh,
looking
yeah.
like
It's a single target, so
Oh, it is a single target. Okay.
yes. Yeah, who
Um,
can hear you?
You think maybe it
Oh, well.
worked. You don't know.
I'm deaf too.
'Cause
Yeah,
you
so
can't
I have no
say
idea.
it.
We're the two
Aerith
deaf
just-
people at the
Aerith
moment.
just mutters
so.
to himself, "This fucking guy."
And the
And
I
I'm
will-
like, I helped the party. That's
the
what I
carpet kind of swoops back up to where Paul is kind of falling, and Ada reaches out a hand. We're in a new round, so I'll go ahead and use Ada's turn since she's on the back of this thing to also cast a Cure Wounds on Hugh.
On me?
On Hugh, Paul. Yes. Take that. We'll cast it at a 2nd level to give you a little extra.
Very kind.
14.
Ooh.
I think the
baby.
last heal was 14.
That does help a lot.
Okay.
Oh no, it was
That-
13 last
It was
time.
13.
I was
very
at
close.
17.
Oh yeah, that does help a lot.
Yep. Thank you.
This creature is very upset. It is not looking good. It's bleeding all over the place. It's being bled on. Its flesh is being eaten by its own bile. It's a bad day for this creature.
Yeah, this thing just wants to die in a pool of lava, and we're not letting it.
And it, not letting
Not
it.
like we're just
now,
like not.
Would you just
I
let me go
would
die?
say-
No, not this way.
Oh, let's get a D6 for eating creatures. Or I mean a D4.
D4. Yeah. 3. My
Yeah.
buddy's consistent. There you go. There you go, Sinclair. Get
3
those
more
snacks.
creatures like nah nah. He eats a couple small more and he's like, nah, and then he sees you falling, which he does not like, and he is gonna do something you've never seen before. You see him go no, something critter
What?
still hanging from his jowls. Yeah, you can't hear him. He's very upset that you may fall and take all of this damage. He's going to try to swoop under and catch you even in flight.
Hey,
buddy.
Aw.
We got a
development.
few more levels until, but that's okay. I
He's gonna
appreciate that.
try, which means he'll at
We'll
least break
see.
your fall. And at the top of this round, you see as he is eating all these creatures, and there are less of them now being dumped in. And you can see this, whatever this magma scorpion is, this strange creature down here, is getting upset because it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. And he can see that you are going to make sure this creature doesn't make it. And he jumps.
Oh,
and he
whoa.
all of his many scorpion hands, and it's like the golem moment. The last thing you see, as it melts below, and as it does, the volcano eats him up and becomes stronger. The magma level rises. Sinclair is a dragon, just not quite leveled high enough to be able to be ridden while in flight.
Right.
But he can't let you take the fall on this mountain all by yourself. This creature jumps in, and the magma level rises just a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's enough. Nothing else has happened. Nothing else has erupted from it. But his presence has helped whatever it is that's trying to arise. Aranith, it is your turn. You can see that your friend is right underneath you.
Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna try to position myself so that he doesn't get hurt on the landing.
Well, that's
too
what he's
much.
trying to do.
So we're both just like, no, I
No,
want to
take the fall. I would say that he does break some of the weight of you falling down, and you two will only take about 20 feet of fall damage. So 2d6 as you share the weight of the 40 feet together. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Don't look at that.
Okay.
That is not what I wanted. Do not look at that.
Not
Okay,
look-
seven
Oh, no.
points of damage
not
as
look.
you and him kind of slide across the ground. Everything here is very, very hot. And it's, those kind of invisible flames kind of lap up. Everything's a little wispy in front of you. And there are a few balls of magma that are past your head.
All right. I'm just gonna look at Sinclair, just kind of give him the "you all right" nod.
Oh yeah, are you okay? Okay. Oh, should I
Nothing.
talk louder?
We're good. And I'm just gonna look up at this
Yep.
tiger dragon, and I'm taking 2 sharpshooter shots.
Love it. Make it happen. It's just cresting. It is just cresting the edge of this dip down. It'll have about
Ooh.
80 feet to the
That's
top of the
not-
lava. A
That
15
first one
doesn't
is
quite
a
make it.
miss. No, it's only a 10 because of sharpshooter.
Oh, right, because yes.
But that is a crit because it's a 19.
Yes, that
Hey.
definitely hits, and you get your critical damage. Very well done.
Yeah. So that's gonna be add 10 to whatever this is, and then we're gonna double it because of crit.
Okay. 20.
20, so that's 40 points of damage.
Damn. It drops once again. Delphina and Aaron, Paul, you're not on top anymore, but you and your blood creature feel it drop again the way as it loses altitude, and it's wobbling. You can see it's all but
Good.
about to nosedive into the ground. It still has about 20 feet.
Mhm.
Let's 1 second. I forgot to add a few things. 1d4 because of the
Yes.
other arrow, so that's 6.
6 that's still in it. Yep.
1d6 for Hunter's Mark, so that's 2,
Minus
and then
2.
Sinclair's gonna spark it.
Oh,
For
yeah.
2.
Both of you, as you're falling, bound in one another. You're shooting arrows and striking lightning. This is the underside of the belly of the creature's belly, so it may help dampen some of what Delphina may have taken. 5 points of electricity damage.
10 if we're
10.
if we do double damage on
Yes,
crits.
right, because it's a crit. Yep. Oh, it once again zzz, and as it does, it seizes for just a moment. More altitude is dropped. It is its turn. It just wants to die. It really, really just wants.
You and Aaron have that same thing.
Yeah, it really just wants you
Yeah.
to leave it alone.
I mean, I don't want to die as much as I accept
just
the
wanna
fact
die
that we're
on
all
a
going
mountain.
to die. Yeah, I want to.
and you just want to die on the mountain.
on the
Yes.
mountain.
Mhm.
Okay.
When it
is
happens,
going
It's gonna be on the
to.
mountain.
It's going to try to claw at Delphi. It's got to do it backwards, right? Which is like a problem. So it's going to take a disadvantage at trying to get to you and the creature. It gets 2 claw attacks, and it's going to try one on you and one on this blood elemental that you call.
Elemental.
The blood elemental. So disadvantage is a 21 on the blood elemental. Does that hit?
Oof.
That hits, but I am going to, as a reaction, I am going to. You know what? It might be easier for me. Actually, no, I will not do that. It might be easier for me to take that attack.
Okay. And a 32 on Delphina. Oh no, I'm sorry, disadvantage.
Yeah.
A 16 on Delphina.
16, but you know what? This is a better play. I am going to use Wall of Flashing Steel.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So that's for I have to make a melee attack, and if I exceed my AC,
Oh, nice.
I don't get hit. All right, so I spent 2
that's
prowess.
very cool.
Yeah. This one's. I remember you doing this before. It's sick.
24.
Oh, yeah.
So I just
its
kind of
claw
block
comes
them.
up and tings it, but not
Mhm.
for the blood elemental.
Yeah, a blood element's fine.
Does a 21 beat its AC?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna take the claw damage of this amount. So it takes 16 points of damage as it just kind of rakes its claws through this kind of coagulated crimson creature and slings some of it off to the side. Its paws now bloody red. That is all it can do on its turn, other than keep flying. But Paul assured it didn't go anywhere this turn. Last round. So it kind of it is a bit halted. It doesn't move very far. It is actually your turn, Delphina.
Okay, I am going to try for something. I'm going to make an attack first of all, see if I can hit.
Okay.
Where's my sheet? I'm next to my blood elemental, so I have if I hit, it will be sneak attack. So let's.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's true because you have
21.
Yep.
All right.
That'll do
So
it.
that is. So I want to use a. Never mind. I did that already. So that's 9 piercing.
Cool. Yep.
Plus,
Here we go.
Plus a sneak attack.
Okay.
Here we go.
19.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
28. Let's go.
Holy balls. It all but
Holy balls.
Holy balls. That was a lot more damage than I expected this round. It basically can't hold up as you stab through the muscles in its back with the sneak attack. It can't hold flight. And it begins to basically free fall to the ground about 20 feet. It's not its turn, so it can't take damage yet, but that was well done. Paul, you see this happening as you two are falling, are you not? Oh, no, you're in flight.
I'm flying.
Yes, that's right. Your crystal wings keep you...
I could fly up to a minute. The thing is falling. The scorpion man is in the magma.
Yeah, he's sizzling right now.
Where? Over here?
Yeah, like he jumped in right here.
Okay. I wonder if I can go pick him up. Pluck him out of there.
You know what? I'll give it to you. He's halfway in. You could get only half the bonus if you wanted to try to get over there. That's a very far distance.
That would be very funny. Oh, that's way too far. Oh, yeah, you're right. This is that large map.
It's
you
a
were
very
telling
big
us
map.
about. Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Now, that being said, there are creatures all around you still jumping in. So you can do kind of help deflect if you want to do it that way, the way that Sinclair was doing earlier. Or you can just finish this creature off and assure that the final creature doesn't make it to the pool.
I kind of want to land
Okay.
and sort of wait because I'm seeing this all happen and I'm enraging. I'm a barbarian. I'm a barbarian. All right, I'm going to scream again and do another breath attack.
Nice. Might be enough to actually just take it to the ground. Whew.
which I'm going to try to do.
It makes
Again.
a dex save.
Yep.
Dexterity is very good.
Please suck.
12.
Wonderful.
Ah.
Mine was
That was
12.
a really bad roll for it. I got a +8 to that roll.
Jeez.
So full
Here you were
damage.
being like, oh, it doesn't do have very good dex, and it had a +8. So it made mine. So it takes 4,
Okay.
and then he's pushed.
Yes. Once again, this time it's actually pushed down. Instead of just the 3 or the 2d6 it would have taken, it's going to take 3d6 for an additional like fall damage as it crashes to the ground.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It is Royce's turn. Royce, this thing is free falling with Delphina and this creature on the back. It looks like it's got maybe another
And
axe
then
to
I
the
chug
side.
a potion.
Yes, you can absolutely chug a potion this round. Royce.
I shall give it the gift of dying at sleep as I again try and cast
Nice!
sleep
Yes.
on it. And assume that it will take additional fall damage or
Yes.
bonus damage because it's incapacitated or unconscious.
Unconscious,
So
yeah,
48.
well done. Yeah, you take it all the way down. It has less hit points than 22.
Okay.
And you watch
So
as
it falls
it was
asleep.
already falling and like growling, and then it just like just goes limp.
Have
And it
peace, my friend. I
falls.
say,
It's
even
gonna
though it's
take
not my friend.
another d6 on top of the 7, making it 13 points of damage. That will kill it upon impact. And as it hits, it breathes its last little snore as it
Oh.
goes flat. The small creatures around look around and begin to panic. Now, Paul, you were kind of latched onto it with your axe as you're like drinking a
I was
potion.
flying.
So was
Oh, no, I was
Delphina.
flying.
Oh, you were. Oh, that's right. You have. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting you have wings. Delphina, the blood elemental. You're gonna need to make a dex check, a dex save, or I'll take an acrobatics as well to like not to jump from it without taking damage, because it's
Okay,
basically
sure.
it's free falling to the earth with you on its back.
28.
Nice. At a 28.
Oh yeah. You do
Yeah,
a
no
backflip
problem.
off of it.
Not that it really matters, but the blood elemental kind of swirls around you as both of you land very dexterously right next to the body of this creature. Here now is Royce and Ada on the back of this carpet as it kind of zooms down. Paul, I imagine, flies down. And Sinclair and Aranith are already here. And all of you stand on the direct cusp of this volcano.
Yep.
As this creature dies, there's a hand that has begun to, like a large one, begun to reach out of the lava as if something would grab hold and pull itself from the earth. But as this creature dies and the rest of the creature scatter from fear of all of you, this hand gives you all a middle finger as it like sinks back below the lava, and you see where
idiots.
yeah, as its hand sinks below once again. There in that area, no longer is it burning hot. It starts to seal over and cool in a rather unnatural way as the top of this volcano slowly but surely becomes, I call it solid. It's hot. It's hot obsidian is what it is.
Is the Scorpion King still like halfway up? Or...
Yeah, the rock is melting.
Yeah, sure. He's
Alright.
made of it, so maybe it just takes him longer.
So I'm guessing that the sacrifices need to be alive. So I just like to take 2 shots at him so that once
Sure,
he dies
yeah.
in there,
As he's like, it's trying, and the hand tries to reach out, and all of you are watching this epic, cataclysmic, natural event take place. Let's see if you can kill. He's about halfway down. It takes him a while.
I'm moving my hunter's mark over to him.
Okay.
And 2 sharpshooter shots.
I was about to say, he's also very damaged, because let's be real, like, he...
Gee, that's a miss.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely misses.
It's 850 feet.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep, definitely doesn't make it. That one, you know what? I'll give it to you. Why the hell not? Maybe you and Sinclair walked around the edge closer to it or something.
Wonderful.
Sure.
not?
And that'll be
22, 5.
so that don't forget, because it's sharpshooter, it's an additional 10. So 15 points.
15 points.
Damage.
This creature's already taken a lot of damage just naturally from tossing itself in here, and its lower half, as you skew it with these arrows, pings only its upper torso to a rock over here. Actually, I think, is that on the map background? No, where is that?
It was actually 18. I forgot the Hunter's mark because.
Oh yeah, 18. Okay, so it pins its like torso to some of the cooling chunks out here, and as the hand like no, in Infernal screams out "F you" in Infernal, the hand goes down underneath, and the lava begins to cool. His body also begins to cool with it. I mean, he's a creature of the magma. As he begins to die, and the demon that attempted to rise from here did not receive enough sustenance to do so. The magma darkens over as it cools, so it's only burning kind of hot in and around the edges. It looks like this volcano may in fact just go back to sleep. Like I said, the creatures disperse. Ash still falls from the sky.
Very sad creatures that were
yes.
so excited to go die. And
yeah, they really just wanted to sacrifice themselves. As
like
the lava stops pouring, things begin to cool. This beautiful obsidian top now on this volcano ekes out over this sandy desert. And the ash cloud that reigns in the sky will stay for quite a while, as most volcanoes do. And this portion of the Southlands will see a very strange period of time known as a volcanic winter, where sun does not see through this area. In fact, it will just rain ash for quite a while. But all of you are able. Oops. Hey, I mean, you stopped the worst of it, right?
The Lady Time isn't mad at us. Oh,
and
well.
as you say that, I hope Lady Time's not mad at us. All of you are like ripped from the hot edge of this desert into a rather cool place. A little bit of water at the bottom of your shoes and a dark, empty void in front of you. And you hear that voice once again, and she says, "Well, no one could have predicted a volcanic winter. But it is better than a demon lord taking over a portion of the Southlands. Well done, adventurers."
Thank you. We rented some camels,
You're welcome.
and we said that you would pay for the camels to the camel guy. So if you could go ahead and give him some
We'll see
I'm
what
gonna
we
tell
can
her
do to cover expenses.
3 times the price of what we actually paid, because I'm a folk hero of the
right,
people.
of the people.
So of the
She
people.
says,
So I want to
well-
make sure he gets paid.
She says, "I will send an agent to compensate all those who helped you along your way."
Great.
And she says, "As for your payment," and she pushes a chest over to you, this kind of ethereal light figure. It's not a fancy chest. It's not made of gold or anything, and it's relatively small, but she says, "I think you'll find this helpful during your next mission when I call upon all of you." And she looks over and sees that you have a new friend, this magic carpet. She smiles and gives it a greeting. And she says, "But now you almost go back to your day jobs."
Ah,
Oh, yes, yes.
I just
Me
got.
being
I
frustrated,
got. I got one request.
Of course, Araneth.
You can see all throughout space and time, right?
I have the gift of sight.
Mm-hmm. Can you give us like little glimpses of our futures?
I'd
and
rather
stuff?
not have a glimpse of my future, especially not my death.
Sure.
I'm negotiating for me.
Okay.
She
You
says,
said us.
"I can offer.
When I say us, I'm talking about me and my
Oh,
friends.
okay, okay.
I can offer you
Also my
a
friends, anyway.
glimpse. I cannot give it to you per se, and all futures are able to change. But I can show you a path. Is there one that you
Okay.
seek?"
Yeah. I want to see him die. But
That's we just said
Yeah, she
not
goes-
my future.
Yeah, she goes, "I can't offer you somebody else's future, Araneth. I
I
can
do not
only offer
consent."
you your own."
Okay, we'll talk later.
And she goes, "Then back to your mountaintop it is. And all of you back to your day jobs."
Oh,
fine, what's in the chest?
What's in the chest?
Do you open it to find out?
Mhm.
Ah,
yeah.
See this handy dandy book? We're about to find out what's
What's in the chest?
in the chest. we're gonna roll off this table.
Magic item.
It's just a little scroll that says friendship. It's like,
Oh, we were the loot the whole time.
Yes, that's
66.
it. That's what I wanted.
Oh,
oh, hey.
I don't know what that does, but we're gonna look it up.
I'll take that volcano as a payment.
Yeah, can I have that, please? Ooh, I like this better. What is this considered? I guess it's an item. Is it a consumable? I don't even know where to find it. Inside is nothing but a single doubloon.
Whoa. Big spender.
What?
I say.
It says, "Do not
One
judge a
coin?
book by its cover."
All due respect, what the is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes,
Is this
"Wait,
legal tender?
I have to find it. It's a wondrous item. I'm assured of it. Cold. Yes, found it." She says, just going through my notes here. It is actually a devilish doubloon.
Oh no.
It bears the face of a leering devil on
I see that.
the yes. If it is placed among other coins, it changes its appearance to mimic its neighbors, doing so over the course of an hour. This is a purely cosmetic change. You can use a bonus action to toss the coin up to 20 feet. When the coin lands, it transforms into a barbed devil. The devil vanishes after an hour. Hour when reduced to 0 hit points. When the devil vanishes, the coin reappears in a collection of at least 20 gold coins elsewhere in the same plane or where it vanished.
Wow.
She says, since you kind of assured a devil didn't make it back, I thought I'd give you one that actually deserves to be on this plane.
Thanks, I guess.
And of course, Sinclair gets one too, right?
Oh, yes, Sinclair, here.
Here, you can have mine. I don't.
She
want
does
that.
not hand him an actual devil's doubloon. It's like an arcade coin.
We all collectively got one coin.
We
You got
each?
one coin. Yeah, there were
For all
one
of
for
us.
each of
Oh.
you, basically. There's
Okay.
one for
One
each.
for
of you, yeah.
each.
One to
Got to
each.
fight
wow.
each other for this one coin.
Yeah,
I don't want mine.
these are you could always give it to somebody else, but it does in fact bring on a barbed devil for further combat. And she says, "Well, until we meet again." And she claps, and all of you back to where you were,
Wait.
right back into your
Say
classroom.
goodbye.
Yeah,
Oh no!
right back to your mountaintop, right back to
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
tables. What does Royce do when he's just chilling? Back to a bar
I
tavern.
try and retain or get back my throne of the kobold in the hand of marriage of the kobold princess.
That's right. Yes, and back you are, right
Zobek.
under her window. She
Zobek.
sits there in the moonlight,
Ha-ha!
sighing.
I had a doubloon. Or I look at the doubloon and I look at her and I throw it into the water,
Oh,
the nearby
plunk.
running river.
And it runs through the Kobold River and away for somebody else to find. And our little prepared yourself adventure comes to a close.
Yay!
Well done, adventurers. Well done. For all of you at home, both this adventure came from 2 parts of the prepared series. Here it is, right here. Da-da-da-da. It came
Hooray.
from In Its Horrid Wake, which is the one that prompted the prince, and A Bad Night for Betting. The lair that you're staring at, the volcanic lair, comes out of Tome of Beasts 2 lairs, including all of the beasts we
Nice.
saw today, the lava beast and such.
Nice.
I
Well
definitely gotta
done.
Pick this up.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I didn't know how y'all were gonna
love
handle this
books.
volcanic endeavor. The goddess could have risen. I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna put this out there for them.
Can I
let's see how
just
they
say,
do.
holy smokes, those trick arrows are the coolest.
Aren't they
things
the
ever.
jam?
I
They're
don't
pretty
like
Mhm.
player rangers usually, but this made me want to
That
make a
do
little
it.
turn
Yeah,
ranger.
I've been waiting for somebody to play a ranger so
Oh.
I could pass out some of these magical arrows. I have a whole bunch of them marked because there's a whole bunch in this magic book.
Hmm.
But yeah, they're
Not
very,
many
very cool.
rangers. Not many rangers
Yeah.
these days.
So now we get to go around backwards. So we're gonna start with our dear Rudy Basso. Tell us where we can find you when you're not over here rolling dice with us.
Oh my goodness. You can follow me on Twitter at Rudy Basso. I produce a podcast called Dames and Dragons. It's about teenagers trying to save the world and maybe getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend in the process. Also, you can catch me in 1 hour on the finale, big day of finales for Rudy Basso,
Oh,
of The Secrets of Swansea on the Zweihander RPG Twitch channel, where we're playing through the
Yep.
starter kit of Zweihander and its starter adventure. If you're looking for a little horror in your fantasy, then this is
Nice.
very much the game to check out. So
All words I
yeah,
like.
that's going to be in 1 hour at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yes.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
I
you,
was
Dot.
excited to
This
have
was
you
so
back,
much fun.
Rudy. Yeah, this was
Yeah.
fun. This time around, you got to play a little bit, which was very, very
Yeah.
cool. And if you want to check out more of Rudy on Kobold Press, go check out Order Up. You'll see
Order
both
Up,
Lynn
yeah.
and Rudy there for our fun little Zobek restaurant
cooking
campaign.
adventure.
No, cooking
Yeah.
adventure. It's very fun.
Cooking adventure.
Love it. Who was next? It was... Actually, it should have been Myth first. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. Myth, you're up.
Hello, it's me, Myth, or Cord, or Mythomatic on the internet. You can Google me and follow me on all the things Mythomatic. I am a role player and cinematic and immersive storyteller here on the Twitcher space and across the internet. I also do wilderness camping and stuff over on YouTube. I write a lot as well. There's just a lot of things I'm doing. Check me out. They're all cool words.
Agreed.
And this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for letting me stop on by and play I like chaos in all of my games, board games, D&D, everything. So playing this a barbarian that was pretty much chaos incarnate was super fun. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me, and thanks Kobold Press. You can find me over on Table Story on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. where I am the Dungeon Master of Spellwind, which is my own homebrew world and my own homebrew campaign full of volatile magic and cosmic mystery. So if that's something you're interested in, stop on by. And as for, there's probably something I should be plugging, but that's it. Just
Well,
follow
you
my
know,
Twitter.
if you need more myth in your life, you can always go
Yeah.
back and watch Courts of the Shadow Fae here
Right.
on Kobold Press. And
That's
I got a
right.
chance to sit down. You can go check out the Kobold chats I did with Myth all about their show on Table Story. So go check that out.
Mhm.
Lots of good
Do
stuff there.
that.
Yeah, do that. Lynn, you are next up on the list.
Hey, I'm Lynn, Grimont Art pretty much everywhere, Twitter, Twitch, where you can catch my art and what I'm doing. Tomorrow on the Amphitheater, we have our Eualia, our Redwall game, where I play Little Squirrel, and on Wednesdays for Hexcrawl, a spy game campaign where
Nice.
me and War cause so much chaos and explosions. It's wonderful.
Nice. Very nice. Lynn's also been with us a couple times too. Same thing. Go find our YouTube and see all these people's faces because each of them have done something on this channel. Next up, Noir, bring us home.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I am the new community manager for Evil Genius Games. We've got a Kickstarter in the works for Everyday Heroes, a re-envisioning of D20 Modern for 5th edition. Super duper excited to be
Cool.
presenting that to everyone. On Wednesdays, as Lynn said, you can see me over on Fall Black Cats Gaming for Hexcrawl, our spy game where we blow stuff up
Yes.
together. And every Saturday you can find me on Critical Misses for Morning Ritual. Our guest this week is Nerd Rocks, who
Nice.
saw over a last Gen Con. It was fantastic. And finally, every Sunday, you can see me behind the scenes as I produce for Rivals of Waterdeep. We're on our 12th season. Super duper exciting. So check that out.
Nice. Links in chat for everybody that just mentioned. I'm Little Red Dot, your resident Kobold Press Kobold here, constantly producing over on Twitch. I have a bunch of things to announce. First off, to all of you that backed the Kickstarter, we want to say super thank you. Big thank you to everybody that backed Home of Beast 3. It is
Super thank
closed
you.
now. Super thank you. $750,000+ were raised for this book, y'all. I cannot wait, which I imagine there'll be a lot
Hell
more
yeah.
beastly fiend things happening as soon as I get my little paws on that. So cool. And if you backed it, the submissions are open right now and they're coming to a close if you're going to submit one of the anonymous beasts to see if you get selected. So go check Patreon to get that blog post and that announcement so you can get all your templates and stuff. We have a new show launching this weekend. We're going to start having 2 shows on Sundays. Thrones and Bones will be joining us for a little while. Thrones and Bones is a fantastic dark fantasy setting. They're on a Kickstarter right now. We're going to give them some space to come run us through some stuff. So you can check that out Sunday mornings Eastern time. And in the evenings at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, we're welcoming Blackwater D&D to the channel. They're going to be running a Margreave tale called The Blood Heart. The Bloodstone. The blood something. I can't remember now that I'm put on the spot. I think it's called the
Blood stuff.
The blood stuff. The blood stuff
Yeah.
of Marguerite. There you go. So swing back around. That we've got a new exciting cast of people, some fresh faces to the TTRPG scene, and I get to produce, which means I'm gonna hang out in my pajamas without my screen on and chat with all of you in
Yeah.
chat, which means I get to interact with all of you more. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good run, and we'll have some more things coming down the pipeline. I think that's the big announcements. Don't forget to stay tuned for Kobold Chats. It is Women's History Month starting tomorrow, which means we're going to be interviewing all the ladies of Kobold Press throughout the month of March, which is very, very exciting. You can see all of the smart ladies that make what we do possible, like our editor, Megan, who edits all of these incredible books with 400 pages in them. So come check out, hear all about them. And we're celebrating our 16th birthday this month, which is very exciting. So take a look out. We're going to be doing all kinds of things. And in fact, on our anniversary, which is the 20th, you can swing by and we will have 16 hours of content on that Sunday afternoon. So back to back, we're going to be pulling some things from our archives. You'll probably see Noir GM. I've already got my order up picked out. I've already got my Quartz of the Shadow Face. You can swing by and see little snippets, buffet style, throughout a 16-hour day of all the many things Kobold Press has done throughout the years and showing off some of our good stuff. So lots down the pipeline. Best place to find it, social media. Best place to find me is where you find Little Red Dots, right here on Kobold Press. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for your time, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.